So you guys have been hearing about TONEX now for a number of months. I basically have been in love with this product now for easily 6 to 8 months, nearly a year. I kind of got hold of it as a door, and then later on with the pedal. But everyone was kind of just licking its balls, so I thought, right, well, I'll wait for the dust to settle, see what the use cases are like for a while, and then I'll start looking at doing a little bit of a demo or a little bit of an it's a demonstration and explanation to you guys what it is worth. So is it as good as all of us have been making out it to be from an independent musician that doesn't get paid to say this stuff? Let's find out.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
So here we are within my door. So as you can see, I have got TONEX here, doing what TONEX does best. So with TONEX, you've got to see it as kind of three different groups of possibilities. So we have our tone models, which are a collection of amplitudes captures. So you've got High Gain Heroes, you've got British Juice, which are orange stuff, you've got the Cali 65, which seems to be a lot of Fender stuff. Not gonna lie, pretty good. A lot of cleans and gear. British Classics, again, that British kind of Vox AC30. They know what amps we all want. We all want a 5150. We all want a V30. We all want a Soldano. It's just what it is. We all want a Mesa Boogie triple rectifier as well. And we all want a Laney IRT Ironheart, but unfortunately they're not in there yet. But I'll put a change to that. So we've got all of these things. High gain Shug. They do exactly what they say on the tin. This Dumble, which is as close to the real Dumble I've heard as possible. And then you've got some effects pedals, so they tend to be fuzz pedals, drive pedals, etc., etc. Then you've got some bass gear, hard and heavy, so the Engel fireballs, your fire breathers, basically your big hitting heads. Then you've got some classic Marshalls, some dynamic drives, 90s pedals, metalheads, so the diesels, and your revs and stuff like that. Pedals for metal, plexitones, so the classic Marshalls, your rectifiers, and then some Tweedy Fenders. So all of those amps are just there for you to take advantage of. Now this is obviously in the premium package, you wouldn't get this in the free software. Then what you do is you tweak, you save them here with this little save thing, and they become then one of your presets. You can then favorite the preset and recall them at will to just make everything a little bit easier to find. But if you don't want that, you could then come up here to ToneNet. ToneNet is a billion, trillion, zillion amplifiers of any make. So all you do is you put in here and you think to yourself, right, well, I really want a let's say I don't know, I want a Laney, so let's put in Laney and see what we've got. So what we now got is the Laney Lionheart. We've got some AOR 30s, which are amazing amps. We've got an LH50. We've got the IRT15 Studio, and they're just there. Now, what we can do is we can click on one of these, and we can audition it straight away. Now, this is a mistake because it hasn't got a cab. So what you'll get is this, and you definitely don't want this. So that sounds like arse. What you might want to do is you might want to go in, you might want to grab yourself JCM 2000. That's just going to give you a better sound. Or we could go for something with a cab. So LH50 with session creamback cab. Sounds pretty good. So if I like that, I can now just click on here and I can download it. It's just that simple. Now on the premium package, you can do that till ad nauseum, until you are blue in the face. You can download all of these amps. for free within the package. However, if you've downloaded the free software, you are limited to only 20. So you can download 20 of your favorite amps, so choose wisely. Audition as much as you can and make sure you're downloading the ones you want, because after you've done 20 you are done. And if you delete one of your 20 you can't then download another one. I've tried. So you've got 20 to deal with. Right, now what I would also do, and then so that's ToneNet, so you can get whatever you want whenever you want. Then if we come back into presets, here now are all of my presets of souls I have stolen, of souls I have created, and of packages I've taken from the tone models, from the premium pack, manipulated, tweaked and stuff, and then I've downloaded and kept in my TONEX presets. I can then at any point drag and drop these onto my TONEX pedal. Now the pedal that I've currently got is in another studio, so I haven't got it with me today, but I can pull any of these into that and jobs are good 'un. What I also do as well, you might notice, is that I'm running 2 instances of Helix Native. So I have got Helix Native here that has loads of different boost pedals, it has tube screamers, it's got a Horizon drive, it's got a Legacy drive, it's got a couple of it's got a flanger, it's got a phaser. So I tend to run that as just a pre-effect. I could also run another instance of TONEX and run some of those pedals that are emulated inside the tone models, so you can get like obviously tube screamers and all that good stuff. Then I run TONEX, which is my amp model. Then I run another instance of Helix, which has got an EQ block on there. It's got a little bit of chorus, it's got a pitch shifter, a couple of delays and a couple of reverbs. So that takes this sound, little tube screamer on there, tighten it up a little bit, and then I would throw a couple of stereo delays in there. And then I'd chuck in a couple of tasty reverbs. Because that's what I like. So that's how I would use it. I'd also add a little EQ as well, so let's see what that... So basically all that EQ does is just gives it a little bit more of a valvey kind of tone. It just kicks all of the mids, takes the top end and the low end off, basically a top and a bottom cut. So that's how that works. So if I like the sound of that now, I can just download it and it's there for me. Absolutely brilliant. So inside the app alone, without any of this additional juice, let me just take all of them off. So now you're hearing is the TONEX. What we've got is a noise gate, which is very, very handy. We've got a compressor, which you might want to use for your clean tones. I'm not a big fan of compressor, don't know why. Correct me in the comments below if you think I'm wrong. Then you've got your head, your cab, and your reverb, and then the advanced parameters just give you all of the front of the amp stuff with some occasional with additional tweaking. So if I find that I've modelled my Laney iron half, for example, and I alter the bass after the fact on TONEX, and I find that the bass doesn't react to the same frequency range as my head does, well, I can go in and I can change the bass frequency to be the same bass frequency as my head. So if I'm modeling my amps, I will go in and I will physically, audibly match the frequency range of each of the controls as well. So then when I'm out with my TONEX pedal, what I do is what it would do to the amp. And I think that's really, really good. because obviously it's not point-to-point modeling, it's modeling the snapshot, it's modeling a moment. So to then go in and be able to tweak the individual frequency responses, I think is really, really clever. So you can get it to react like your real amp as well. The other great thing about TONEX is it does clean up extremely well. It does the whole amp thing really well. So with this, you just crank a D. Just take that noise gate off. The issue with noise gates. That's quite good, you've got to admit. Is it exactly the same as an amp? Yeah, it's pretty bloody close. Feels like an amp in the room. Okay, so that's that. So that's the 3 elements of TONEX that you can really delve into, and it's pretty much now, as I say, now that all the dicks have been licked and everyone's kind of settling down now. I didn't want to make this video instantly because people were just praising the crap out of this product. So I thought, right, well, let me just let the dust settle for a little bit and I'll come back in and I'll do a demo a little bit later. Besides that, my life has been up the wall at the minute, so I've just kind of missed the boat a bit as well. But hopefully I can introduce you guys to it now and you can get out and go and download it because it's free. But I would think about plumbing for the paid one just because you get so much with it. Maybe just buy the pedal because you get all this software free with the pedal. So let's hear some beefier tones. So this is my favourite. Let me just put that noise gate on. This is my favourite 5150 sound. So an aggressive high gain with a maximum 808 and it's based on a Mesa cab. So this the crunch on this. That sounds bloody brilliant. And then just to hear what the difference is, here's another 5150 high gain. Completely different kettle of fish. Here is a 5153. You can hear that one's a little bit more tubular. It's got a bit more of a mid-range honk to it. Here's another one, the 5150 through a VHT. As you can hear, these are all 5150s, but they sound completely different. This is a 6505. So just layering those 3 bad boys together would give you the fucking biggest tone. Then there's some little examples of me just trying to model some of my amps. So my Carvin Legacy. There's some diesel stuff in there that I've downloaded. So this is my idea of a good sounding 5150. etc. Just really, really good. Then we've got some clean stuff. So this is my my Laney GH, and this is on the Crunch channel. So this is me emulating my Laney GH. Now that sound exactly the same as my GH did when I modelled it. This is the lead channel of that amp. And I use that amp for that exact reason, like a fat, filthy crunch. I don't know where my clean from that model's gone. I think it disappeared somewhere. If I just take that off, I'm sure it'll be somewhere. There it is. I just need to favourite it. And now it lives in my favourite list. So let's just check the clean channel. So this is exact from my Laney. And that is exactly what the clean sounds like. Just delicious cleans. And then obviously I love a little bit of valve stay because I'm a massive fan of Static X. So then we've got that whole 80s additional. And then another one because I love it. So all your Static X for days. Then we've got rectifiers, we've got Mark 5s, mini rectifiers, Mark 5 cleans, which is one of the presets, and it's just, again, just a lovely. If there's not a sound in here that you can't find, I'll give you some money. It's just, they're all there. Then some of my MT15 stuff, again, which should really have a lead there as well, but I don't know where it's gone. There it is. I don't know why that's not favorited. It should be. So MT15. So this is my MT15 cab. And that sounds exactly like my MT15. Yes, it does, without having to plug it in. Really good. Nicked a little bit of a rev gen. And there it is, easy as that. Nice little Soldano stuff. Some of your diesel love. Awesome. So that's it. It's like it's all there for you, and then obviously I can add the effects, and it'd be even better sounding. I can tighten everything up with stuff. Just well worth the price of admission alone. especially if you are recording into a digital audio workstation. It's so easy, it's just all there. And then you can drag and drop that onto your pedal, off you go on tour. Absolutely brilliant. From door to tour, you can't say fairer than that, really. That's the way it needs to be. So, do I think you should check out TONEX now the dust has settled? Yes. Should you checked out TONEX while the dust was in the air? Yes. Is it worth nothing? Without a doubt. Is it worth 400 quid to get a pedal and take all of this greatness with you everywhere? Yes, it is. It's just a no-brainer. It has arrived. People, elites who have been affording these £7,000 heads and multiple rigs where they've got a £3,500 Soldano and a £2,500 Mesa Boogie, the days are numbered, mate. We as paupers can go and do that for free. We can do that now. We can have their tone. We can be up there with them. You don't have to spend the earth anymore. And that's just going to mean that we're all jumping on the bandwagon and we're all going to create some sick tones. So you owe it to yourselves, guys. Sorry that I've been away for a while. Just basically getting my head back together after the crash. If you don't know about that, I nearly ripped my arm off. Bit of a nightmare. Getting myself back together with that. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. And there's going to be some more videos coming soon. More about this as well, so we're going to look into the pedal a bit more and also how to steal the soul of an amp. We will go through all of that good stuff because this product is something that's going to stay in my life for a while, I think. It's very, very good. Right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this and you found it informative. There'll be a link in the description below on how to go to the TONEX website and go and grab yourself a bit of this. Go and grab a slice of this pie. And you owe it to yourselves. It's just so good. It's very, very easy. And then if you've got Helix Native, that's awesome. If you haven't, download maybe a delay or something and just use a little pre-delay and then use 2 instances of TONEX to give yourself your effects pedals, your drive pedals. It will work and they sound great as well. Brilliant. I've waffled on for far too long. Catch you guys in the next one. And yeah, peace and love. Bye.